Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Ones, empaths, a lot of you are aware that the narcissist that was once involved in your life is never truly done with you. Regardless if you got put through the most brutal discard from this narcissist involved in your life, or a brutal reverse discard, or perhaps they become so toxic you even cut them off. But you've got to fundamentally understand that these sick and twisted, warped individuals, the narcissist, and they're never done with the chosen one. They're never done with the empath, right? You've got to understand, most of you have heard of the term putting on the shelf, putting on the hook. They're leaving you aside, right? For whatever reason. Perhaps you mirrored them. Perhaps you mirrored them so much that it made them furious and they discarded you. Perhaps you inflicted narcissistic injuries and it made them discard you. You know, there's a range of reasons of why they do this, but they put you on the shelf to chill out, to settle down, to put you back in your place, right? And the thing is, right, is the narcissist is going to return. It's inevitable. They may not return in person. They might return through a Hoover, through a text, through a phone call, through contact on social media. You know, they may turn up in person and Hoover you outside your work. They may try various tactics, right? They're going to return. I'm not saying it's going to happen today. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. Each is different to their own time scale. But this narcissist involved in your life will try and make contact with you again. And it's at this point, you need to make sure that you have put enough groundwork in, right? Because you may think you're strong enough, but say the narcissist comes and hoovers you and you let them back in. This cannot happen. This cannot happen by any means at all. You've got to understand fundamentally that regardless if you were discarded or reverse discarded or however it ended, right, with this narcissist involved in your life, you're the one that holds the keys to the final discard. You've got to go on your healing journey, focus, do a lot of groundwork, do a lot of self-healing, introspection, reflection, not rumination, but reflection, analysing what's happened, and making the firm decision that you have the final discard, that you want nothing more to do with them. You see, reach the point of indifference. I always say that, reach the point of indifference. That's the aim that you want to be at. That's where you want to be. You want to be at the point of indifference. And what I mean by indifference is not giving a care about them, not caring what they're doing, not caring who they're with. This is where you need to be. You have to be there, right? And this is only going to come by doing the groundwork, by healing. So look, when the time arises, when they do pop up, like whack-a-mole, you remember that game whack-a-mole, where you whack the mole just pops up and you whack it, right? You know, you don't even want me to whack it, right? I'm joking, but I'm saying, you know, just ignore them. Just do something. Disregard them. Cut them off. Change your phone number. You know, disregard them. They're weirdos, right? A lot of you put in the comment section that you're not on social media and you don't know how they keep watch, you know. If you're not on social media and you don't have any affiliates that are to do with them, where they can find out through the grapevine information about your life, then you've left them alone with their own imagination, and their own imagination runs wild with what they're thinking that you're doing. So you've got them in a good spot, you know, but they will pop up somehow at some point. It's inevitable. They do. They return to the shelf to see you're still waiting there patiently for them. This is what they think in their warped minds when they discarded you or reverse discarded you. They're thinking that you're going to be sitting there waiting for them, right? This is what they think, right? So you need to, if you're fresh out, you know, this video has come across to your feed, you've clicked on it, you need to put the work in now, right? It's just about healing, filling yourself with self-love, care. That's what it's all about now. Filling yourself with self-love, self-care, reflecting, you know, learning from the experience, and making sure you're not sitting there waiting for them on the shelf. Please press the like and the subscribe button, help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But they come back around. They're just weirdos. They're just weirdos. Normal people don't behave like this with individuals. Normal people don't, burn bridges and do this crazy chaotic behavior and then come circulating back around to inspect what's happening to the victim. They're weirdos, They're hoping they come circulating back around and you're still hurt and distraught, and you give them an entryway to get back into your life because they want your supply. They're not going to get a better supply than the chosen one or empath. And you've heard me mention in various videos where it's a lifelong journey for the narcissist that was once involved in your life. It's a lifelong journey they partake in after the inevitable end with the chosen one and empath, because they can't find the replacement source of supply. They just can't find it, right? So that's another reason why they come circulating back around. But a lot of why they come circulating back around is they want to make sure that you're still hurt as well. They want to make sure you're still broken, right? For example, you could have even cut them off, but it was only because their nature becomes so toxic that you cut them off, right? So you could still be hurt, and you might be prone to a hoover. I don't want none of you to be prone to hoovers, right? I can understand you lot expecting a hoover or desiring a hoover to some degree because it validates you and it will make you know that you're still wanted. But you've got to understand that the hoover is a temperament checker. They're not contacting you to have a chat and stuff. They're figuring you out. They run an analysis on your reaction. The way you handle the situation needs to be at its finest. You need to disregard them. Less is more. Silence is golden. Don't say nothing to them. Don't communicate with them. They're a thing of the past. That's where they need to stay. And you need to imprint that in your mind. Like, this person is gone. Whatever type of relationship that you was involved in, Everyone always thinks it's about romantic relationships. This can affect people in friendships. This can affect people in their family circles. This can affect people in their everyday life at work. Whoever this narcissist was to you, just understand, don't be around for them to come and circulate back, because this occurs, Narcissistic friends will circulate back. Narcissistic family members will try and intervene again. Colleagues and associates, same goes. They'll try and infiltrate your life. They're weirdos. They're all weirdos, right? Dusty weirdos. So what I'm saying is to you, if you're fresh out of this journey, and you're thinking about a hoover, you're thinking about the hoover and stuff like this, it's going to come at some point. But I truly believe it's going to come at a point when you're ready, right? You need to do the groundwork, but I think it's going to come at a point when you've detached. Because someone put it in the comment section the other day about energy, I can't remember the terminology they used, but it was about energy. By you disconnecting spiritually in your energy, they'll feel a shift because of soul ties, etc. They may feel a shift that you've detached. So that might prompt the hoover from them, for example. I can't remember the terminology they use. It was actually a phrase, because I've spoken about that before, but it's actually a phrase. It's like a known thing. I have to go back and check over on that to see what it was called. But anyway, just make sure you're off the shelf. Make sure you're away from the shelf, away from the hook. You're not waiting around for no one. Don't be waiting around for no one. They discarded you, reverse discarded you, or become so toxic that you cut them off. This narcissist involved in your life. They're a thing of the past. Make sure you get that in the forefront of your mind. They're gone. You're done with them. You wash your hands with them. And focus on your healing, and focus on building enough strength to be able to reject them, right? You need to be, so many chosen ones and empaths get caught up in the cycle of going back to the abuser, in and out of abusive relationships. You need to break the cycle, you know? You can't, there's no time for that. You've already endured what you endured. You've learned what you've learned. You've gained what you've gained. And now it's time to disconnect completely from that narcissist that was involved in your life. Disconnect from them completely. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. If you'd like a one-to-one session myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.